This game came down to the wire. ULM coming in as 17-point underdogs against the undefeated James Madison, and they pull off the upset at home here tonight. For the first time since 1993, the Warhawks are 4-1. And we have to bring in the man of the hour. First-year head coach Brian Vincent is joining me live here right now. Coach Vincent, you've been talking since you got here about unifying this city, this university. Nothing does it better than a win like this tonight. Just how proud are you of your guys tonight? Welcome in, fans, to the first Saturday Night Blitz of the year. I'm Megan, that's Clay. We're going to be with you all season long, breaking down all the college football action from our local squads. Welcome, fans, to Fayette Ewing Coliseum, one of the most electrifying local matchups we've seen in decades. ULM and Grambling about 10 minutes away from tipping off in the second round of the WNIT. That's right, Aaron, and for the first time ever, our game of the week features two MAIS schools. Now, while River Oaks and Prairie View are rivals, the connection in this one could fill a playbook. Mustangs head coach Bo Barton led the Spartans to a championship back in 2021, and PVA play caller Jared Smelzner is a 1996 River Oaks alum and former assistant coach. Now, Prairie View got the best of River Oaks last season, 43-22, but now it's a battle of unbeaten teams with bragging rights up for grabs. That's right, and Turpin telling us earlier this week he's bringing a whole Monroe posse down to Dallas, hoping to see his second touchdown return of the season. Dennis Allen, he has a lot of playmakers to plan for, though. Dak Prescott in that new record-breaking contract, CeeDee Lamb, and of course Micah Parsons leading the defense. That's right, Aaron, and as you can hear behind me, fans are fired up for the Panthers' 12th appearance in the semifinals as they welcome in the Wildcats. While Sterlington is 5-6 in those matchups, they are a perfect 12-0 at home in playoff games since 2017. A quarterback battle is heating up out at Malone Stadium. Welcome to sports. Brian Vincent upping the competition with 7 QBs on the roster. Hey, Aaron, and welcome, fans, to Burton Coliseum here in Lake Charles. 5 Northeast Louisiana squads made the trip to the top 28, but now only one survives in the chase for the championship. The best way to start the high school football season. It is a top 3 matchup in 5A with our very first Farm Bureau Game of the Week ball up for grabs. Number 1 ranked Ruston begins their state championship defense tonight against number 3 Acadiana. Well, fans, it has been a crazy day here at the Love Shack. Louisiana Tech gets it done in the night game. They are advancing, and of course, we'll be right back here tomorrow. The Channel of Champs has you covered for Liberty, Louisiana Tech tomorrow at 12:30. That will do it for now from the Love Shack. More news and weather coming up right after the break. Welcome, fans, to Natchitoches and the holy grail of sports history in the state. The 2024 Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame induction weekend kicks off today as 12 of the state superstars will officially be enshrined into these hallowed halls. Headlining the 2024 class are Saints Super Bowl MVP quarterback Drew Brees, Olympic and WNBA champion from LSU Simone Augustus, and Northeast Louisiana's very own Wilbert Ellis.
You know, I would be like Eddie Robinson, I would cry. Eddie said, when I look at something like that, I get cold chills.
Coach Ellis led Grambling's baseball program for 30 years after serving the previous 13 as an assistant under Ralph Waldo Emerson Jones. Coach Ellis retired in 2003 after posting a 743, 463, and 1 record with 3 SWAC championships and 3 NCAA tournament appearances.
Well, let me tell you, that takes me back to.
The Ruston native not only has his name etched in the Hall of Fame history, but he is also the second ever recipient of the Louisiana Sports Ambassador Award, which recognizes long-term contributions to the community and the state's sports landscape. While Coach Ellis is a member of multiple Hall of Fames, he says this one is his proudest achievement.
I would say it's at the top. You know, when I went into the American Baseball Coaches Hall of Fame, the Louisiana Coaches Hall of Fame, then I went into the SWAC Hall of Fame, went into the Legend Hall of Fame, and then the other hall, Louisiana Justice Hall of Fame. This is at the top because I'm receiving the highest honor that can be given to an individual in this Hall of Fame, and I'm the second one. So I feel real good about it, and I thank God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who made everything possible.
When Coach Ellis officially crosses the stage Saturday as a Louisiana Sports Hall of Famer,
Wilbert Ellis.
he is not sure he'll be able to contain his emotions.
I'm not sure, but I do think there are quite a few. I'm going to try to hold my tears, as Coach Robinson would always say. You know, you're going to cry because you need to cry for joy. And I just feel that this honor has been given to me, and God has made a way, and the people of the state of Louisiana and the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame have seen what it was to get me involved and receive this honor. I hope Mel and I can hold it, but I'm not sure. Whatever happens, let it happen. I'm sure it'll be accepted.
We'll have much more from Coach Ellis and the rest of the 2024 class before they are officially inducted on Saturday. Reporting from the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame for KNOE8 Sports, I'm Megan Murray.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Number 22, Caitlin Clark.
The Caitlin Clark effect, coined during her record-breaking career at Iowa for the popularity the superstar brings to women's basketball. And the numbers tell the whole story. Entering Clark's senior season, the Hawkeyes sold out all of their home games for the first time ever.
You all inspired me just as much as I inspired you, and you allowed me to live out my dream every single day, and for that I'm forever thankful. So thank you. It's been very special, and this place will always be home to me.
And there's a reason why she's referred to as the GOAT of TV ratings. The 2023 National Championship game between Iowa and the champion LSU Tigers was the most watched women's college basketball game in history, averaging 9.9 million viewers. But that record didn't last long. The 2024 title game between Iowa and South Carolina set television sets on fire. How about 18.9 million viewers, making it the most watched basketball game, including the men's championship game and NBA Finals since 2019.
All right, let's go right here. Here we go. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together. Hey, more off layups.
Clark's impact on the game can be seen and heard in courts all across Northeast Louisiana.
People can say, you know, oh, it's the Caitlin Clark effect. It really is. Like, I mean, it's everywhere they go, but she's brought little girls, little boys, grown men, families, old people. Like, it's just a wide range. Like, it's not one demographic, it is. And I think that's so cool.
On the court, Clark redefines the game with her three-point shot.
Caitlin Clark hits a three-pointer, and Clark makes history once again. No one in the history of the sport has hit more threes in a season than Clark has this year.
While ULM head coach Missy Bilderback admires Clark's long ball, she's hoping the Warhawks don't try to emulate it too much.
Everybody wants to be a Caitlin Clark, yeah. I hope that doesn't translate too much in our team, but no, absolutely. And, you know, obviously she's made great strides for the game, and that's been really, really cool to watch.
The Caitlin Clark effect took over the W before the opening tip-off.
The first pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
The 2024 WNBA draft, where the Indiana Fever selected Clark with the first overall pick, averaged 2.45 million viewers, and that is the most in WNBA draft history. Clark's first regular season game against the Sun, another milestone. Most watched WNBA game since 2002. And the Fever games through the first half of the season have already set WNBA viewership marks on ESPN, ABC, and NBA TV. But the crowds don't seem to bother the rookie ahead of her first All-Star game.
It seems like the bigger the stage, the better Clark performs.
I don't think it's any different from college. Like, I played in front of sold-out crowds literally every single game, so these environments don't, scare me or impact me at all. I think it's just embrace it, enjoy it. I'm sure there will be just like a lot of basketball fans here that really appreciate the game. So for myself, that's fun to play in front of.
The NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer also transferred her talent to the W. The Rookie of the Year frontrunner broke 2 WNBA records in the Fever's final game before the All-Star break.
Caitlin decided not to shoot. Mitchell Will hits the three.
Oh my goodness!
We're tied again.
This is incredible.
The Caitlin Clark effect is helping our area stars dream big.
It's been amazing to watch, and just the crowds and the different opportunities that they have to play in front of packed arenas. It's pretty cool, and gives our kids something to really strive for and work towards. It's just really probably the best time in the history of the sport to be involved, in women's college basketball.
The eyes that are being brought to our game is tremendous, and I think that's what we all hoped for, as little kids and then growing through the game. So it's been really fun to see, and I think it's just the kind of the tipping point. Like, let's see where we can take this.
If you're still questioning whether the Caitlin Clark effect is a real thing, this story from Louisiana Tech head coach Brooke Storr about her 12-year-old son is all the evidence you need.
During the regular season, not even March Madness, before we even get to the tournament, it's like January. And the 12-year-old boy group text in our neighborhood is about women's basketball. But none of them play basketball, and they were talking about women's basketball, women's college basketball. And for me, that grew up playing the game and obviously has been associated with it for my whole life, that's a moment that you go, all right, we haven't arrived, but the steps that have been taken have been tremendous.
National Player of the Year, number 22, Caitlin Clark.
Reporting for KNOE8 Sports, I'm Megan Murray.
Right now, KNOE 8 Sports named the best sportscast in the state 4 out of the last 5 years from the Louisiana Sports Writers Association.
Welcome to sports. We kick things off on the gridiron with some Thursday night football. Franklin Parish is still riding high from its win over Calvary, the 4-point victory making waves across the state. The Patriots now on a mission for their third straight 4-0 start to the season as they march into Spartan Stadium to take on Caldwell. Spartans still searching for their first win. Franklin Parish dominated 42-7 last year. Already a big day for two Patriots, Chris Addison and Tavon Bell receiving offers from Arizona State. More good news. First possession for the Patriots, jet sweep to Jay Boley. Takes it to the outside, gets pushed out just before the pylon. Next play, this week's Aaron's ace to Zerian Ellis straight up the gut, untouched for the 1-yard score. It is quickly 7-0 Franklin Parish. Adrian Burnett not satisfied yet, but here you go. Ellis connects with Caden Seals' 17-yard score for his first touchdown of the season, 13-0 Franklin Parish.
Here's a snap now handed off to DJ Neal for the first time tonight. DJ Neal breaking a couple tackles inside the 10, inside the 5, and into the end zone for a 22-yard TD run for the freshman.
Burnett telling us Neal is something special, proof right there. And the Patriots would keep piling it on. Screen to Seal for his second TD catch of the night. 27-0 to start the second quarter. Franklin Parish put up 208 total yards in the first half compared to just 56 for Caldwell. Ellis, 3 touchdown passes, 1 rushing. Patriots go on to pitch the shutout 48-0 over Caldwell. Franklin Parish now starts the season 4-0 for the third straight year. Let's head an hour east to Tallulah. OCS opening district play against Madison. Eagles lead the all-time series 4-0, but first meeting with the Jags since 2014. Jags are going to stuff OCS on 3rd and 1, 4th and 3. Not this time, though. Macon Leonard making cuts, spinning out of tackles, give him the 22-yard first down run. That's going to set up Luke Verdreen, rolling out to his right, hits Jude Turner in space. Yeah, no one's going to stop him. 12-yard TD, OCS strikes first, up 7-0. Madison trying to get it going on offense. But hang on to your coattails, folks. That is Ridge Coates with his second interception of the game. This time he's going to take it back to the 20-yard pick six. Eagles flying high, up 14-0. 4 minutes now until the half. Verdreen has some time. He's going to put some air under this one. Wind knocks it down a little bit, but great patience by Andon Melton, and he does the rest. 50-yard touchdown. OCS leading 21-0 at the break. Leonard added a 50-yard touchdown run. Eagles go on to blank Madison 42-0. Well, how about Lincoln Prep start to the season? Panthers improved to 3-1 with a 44-8 win over Jonesboro Hodge. Lincoln Prep has now outscored its opponents 139-16 in their 3 straight wins. Other great matchups on tap for Friday. A battle of unbeatens as Delhi Charter travels to Faraday. How about this game? St. Frederick, fresh off an upset of Gina, trying to slow down unbeaten Bastrop. And then Ruston's going to continue its Texas road trip at Midland Legacy. West Monroe heading down south to take on Catholic. Kevin Davis is expecting a playoff-type atmosphere against the number 4 ranked team in 5A.
Absolutely. You can treat this like, the 34th round game or whatever you want to treat it as. And then a quality opponent that's good in every phase of the game. So it's kind of how we look at it. It's going to be a war. That's what we feared going in, and we're just having an opportunity to play it and to get after it.
That brings us now to our weekly Pick'em segment. Congrats to West Monroe's Pamela Spillman for beating the ace in all of Northeast Louisiana in Week 3. The pigskin picking prognosticator has been slumming around the KNOE station and annoying a few coworkers along the way. Here's this week's edition of Beat the Ace.
Hello, chumps. Another subpar 7-3 week. That is unacceptable. My mouth has been writing large checks that my predictions can't cash. That all changes this week with a rare home game. Home sweet home for Neville. The Rupel is the difference for Neville. Tigers win a squeaker against St. Thomas More. Gina with a bounce-back victory over Winfield. Hey, newsroom, what's going on? Who wants to be a hero when you can be a heel? Here are a few picks that'll be bulletin board material. Bastrop runs by St. Frederick. Catholic too strong for West Monroe. Waspin still looking for points in Iowa. Calvary lights up Darbone Woods. Teams hungry for a victory. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, a few leftovers. Faraday spoils Delhi Charter's perfect season at 0-3, an unappetizing start for Union. Farmers feast on Green Oaks. Midland Legacy forced to play catch up against Ruston, but the Cats lay the mayo on them. Film study is essential to make sure you make those winning picks, and I've got you covered in every single angle here, and I've got every piece of footage to make sure my picks are right on. Sterlington plays host to West Washita in the game of the week. It's also the toughest pick of the week. Give me untested West Washita to win a squeaker over Sterlington. If you think you can take down the pigskin picking prognosticator, take your best shot.
Find out how all the picks play out on our Friday Night Blitz. The Channel of Champs has you covered with the biggest upsets and best moments from our Northeast Louisiana squads. It all kicks off around 10:10. But a former Friday Night Blitz headliner is getting airtime down south.
Canes, Whataburger, especially when I was packing Whataburger, I ain't gonna lie. I was munching on Whataburger for months. Yeah, we were never really worried about Zachary. I never lost to Zachary, so I mean, yeah. It's whatever. Yeah.
Ahmad Bro's got some jokes. The former Ruston standout is making himself right at home in Baton Rouge, and he's also beefing up. The freshman gained 35 pounds since arriving at LSU in January, and that extra pounds they are paying off on the field. Bro moving from linebacker to defensive tackle and already seeing action in all 4 of the Tigers games this season with 4 tackles. Bro credits Ruston's defensive coordinator and LSU legend Kyle Williams for preparing him for the next level.
Coach Kyle told me before I even got here, do every drill full speed with your hair on fire. I only know one speed, and he taught me how to, have that mindset to be like, never quit. He taught me how to work, how to play, how to be a man, everything that he had to learn growing up, and it made me a way better player than what I would have been with anybody else.
Bro and the Tigers defense will have their hands full with South Alabama Saturday. The Jaguars ranked 9th in the FBS, averaging 48 points per game. LSU going for its 12th straight win at Tiger Stadium. Meanwhile, Sonny Cumbie and the Bulldogs are desperate for a win.
The best part of my job, to be honest, is being around our players. Just because the type of people they are, the joy they attack the practice field with. Now, we got 120 guys, and sometimes you're not always 120 for 120, from that standpoint. But there's a whole lot more now than any year before than we were here.
Louisiana Tech off to a 1-2 start. But the Bulldogs are wiping the slate clean for their Conference USA opener at FIU. It's been a tale of two sides of the ball. Dogs defense ranks 37th in the FBS, allowing under 300 yards a game. Offense, on the other hand, down to 108th, averaging 328 yards per game. So I asked Sonny Cumbie if he's learned anything from this group before the Dogs embark on their CUSA slate.
I think that this team is I still have a lot of excitement about this football team. There's 9 games left. I think this team has a lot of toughness. I think this team has a lot of want to and a lot of positive intent. And they want to be successful. And I think that from a defensive standpoint, we've played really well. We've got to continue to be consistent there. Offensively, you're still, and I said this, before we started the season, you're looking to kind of just get all the pieces in the right place. And I feel like we have a better idea moving into conference from that standpoint. But I think our team has a lot of toughness. We have a lot of grit. We have a talent and ability. We just got to put it together. So that's really what I've seen with our guys is our guys care a lot, and they pour a lot into it.
We're really hungry. The good thing is we're 0-0 in conference, so we're just ready to go for conference ball. So we really hungry. Like the way we take practice even yesterday. Yesterday was a light practice, and we still took it like it was one of the longest practices we ever took. We just ready to start playing for the conference, really.
ULM and Grambling also start conference play on Saturday. That's your look at sports. We'll be right back.